Well, our reporter Abby Jones joins us now from Preston Crown Court. Abby, how has this dramatic turn of events come about?
Well, this has been one of Lancashire's longest-running murder investigations. Charlene Downs disappeared in November 2003, 4.5 years ago. She gave her mother a kiss on the cheek and said she'd see her later, but she was never seen or heard from again. Now, there's already been one trial here last year at this court. The jury couldn't reach a verdict, and today the prosecution announced that it couldn't offer any evidence against Mohammed Raveshi, who was charged with assisting an offender, and another man who we can't name for legal reasons, who was charged over Charlene's murder. Now, the court was told that the defence hadn't had access to key transcripts of recordings made by a key witness who was now unreliable, and Raveshi's barrister actually said that he'd uncovered an astonishing catalogue of incompetence, manipulation and lies within Blackpool Police. Well, Charlene's parents were told the news this morning, and Charlene's mother said she was distraught.
Absolutely devastated. I've always lived in hope, and I'm still living in hope that one day justice will be done for Charlene. It's hell not knowing where Charlene is, but I've always lived in hope that one day somebody would tell us where Charlene is, and I still believe someone out there does know where Charlene is and knows more than they're letting on as well. I still truly believe that.
So the two men who walked free from court today, Abby, what did they have to say about the police investigation?
Well, Mohammed Raveshi, whose barrister made that quite astonishing attack in court today, he came out to speak to us. He's been on remand in Preston Prison for 2.5 years. Apparently he's the longest serving remand prisoner in that prison, a fact that his barrister said today should warrant a full public inquiry. He said that his time in jail had been an absolute nightmare, and he'd had to turn detective himself to help his own legal team.
It obviously shameful. Absolutely shameful. Obviously you've been in court, you've seen it for yourself, the cover-up, the lies being told about the whole thing. There was no basis. We went for trial once and I made it very clear this whole thing has been just like an imaginary case in the head and had no basis. It has been proved today.
Cover-up and lies there, Abby. They're very damaging allegations. What have the police had to say in response?
Well, this has been an extremely time-consuming and complex investigation. Over 200 officers devoted to this investigation. The senior investigating officer said today that the inquiry is not over, but he would not respond to those allegations about lies and police manipulation. This is what he had to say.
We have worked tirelessly in our pursuit for justice for Charlene and her family. We must now accept that we don't have sufficient evidence to secure convictions in this case. This does not mean that the investigation that was launched when Charlene disappeared is at an end. The inquiry will remain open.
Well, although police say this murder inquiry is very much still open, there are no new leads at the moment. Charlene's family are still no closer to knowing why or how their daughter died.